In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Jawa for the Vintage Collection, and he is VC 161. So this action figure was meant to fulfill one of the original Kenner cards of the Jawa. I think a lot of people were expecting an entirely new Jawa at the time, but this was still during the time where I think Hasbro was kind of hesitant about new action figures, so there was a lot of retools and reuse. Because this guy is just a repaint of one of the Jawas that was included in the Black Series 3 inch line that was released in 2015. I got this guy from Tungori back in 2020, I think it was. I only paid about $6.99 for him. He is entirely cast in plastic. I know a lot more of the recent Jawas, like this off-world one, for instance. Mostly soft goods, and I think usually the hood is about the only plastic accessory for the cloth these days, or the robes. I personally like this action figure a lot. It is nice to have some variety of Jawas. I do prefer the soft goods and the plastic combination. Again, it is nice just having some variety here and there. He is a little bit of a taller Jawa, I think. Of course, this one has the display stand. But if they were even, he would be a little bit taller. See the yellow eyes there, and then the wrappings around the face. The hood. You have this bandolier here with all these pouches. And then you have this holster strap here, which houses the ion blaster that they carry. Some more pouches back here. Articulation's pretty good. He does have a ball joint head. As you can see, it's kind of loose on mine. It stays in place okay. It might be because it's a Tungori action figure too. But he does have hinge at the shoulders and hinged elbows. They don't go quite to 90. It's about as far as they go. Then swivel wrist, and a swivel waist, and that's pretty much it. Because everything from the waist on down is just it's plastic for the robes, and then you do have the legs sculpted there, but there's not really any movement to them or anything. And because of his robes being sculpted the way they are, he's not too hard to stand. And you won't really need a display stand for him or anything. In terms of accessories, he has two of them. The ion rifle. I think this is the one that they use to stun the droids, for instance. Let's see if I can fit this in his hand there. I think it's meant for his left hand, actually. Yeah. And then he does have this mini blaster pistol as well. Just seems to fit better in his right hand there. And I think pretty good sculpting work with the robes here, with the folds and the hood, for instance. But I think that's pretty much all I could tell you about the Jawa. This comparison with the New World, or Off-World Jawa, I mean. I always have them in this position carrying the egg. So I would like to get a whole lot more Jawas. These are the only two I have for now. Particularly, I think Tika from the 3-pack. That includes Obi-Wan and the Purge Trooper. That set's not too expensive online, but we'll see when I get around to that. And there's also the Streets of Mos Eisley set. I do hope to get a few of those at some point, but I've been waiting for a sale. So far, they haven't gone on sale at all, and it's hard to say if they ever will, because a lot of the more recent diorama sets that Hasbro's been making, like the Indoor Bunker, for instance, they've never really gone on sale, and the few times they do, it's not by much. But we'll see. I hope to get a few of those at some point. And I would like to go back in time and get a few of like the Power of the Force ones and some of the other Jawas that have been released in the other lines throughout the years. But I would definitely recommend this Jawa for your collection if you're a big fan of Jawas, Tatooine, anything of that sorts. He's pretty good. And as far as price is concerned, I don't think he's too much. Maybe if you get him on the card back, he might be significantly more. But if you can find one loose, I don't think it's typically too bad. Same for many of the other Jawas out there. But anyways, that concludes this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for playing more in the future. There's always more to come. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate your support, and check out the links in the description if you haven't done so already. And as always, thanks for watching.